like we're going back and forth with this. Now, this is Injustice 2 we're going to get into. So, there's going to be some new characters coming. Besides Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero is going to be confirmed. If you didn't know about Scorpion being in Injustice 1, so... Which most likely, if they do a premier skin, the premier skin's going to be Scorpion, so... we don't know for a fact. We don't know, but there's so many silhouettes coming out. Now, I'm the last to do this, and that's because I want to be absolutely sure I know what I'm talking about, because I get complaints from people saying, oh, if you don't know what you're talking about, don't make a video about it, Vincent. How about this? You don't like what I have to say or what content I put out? How about shut the fuck up and don't watch my shit? But anyway, sorry about that. I just had to get that out. I had to get that little rant out. But nonetheless, we see some like silhouette some black silhouettes. So we know Black Manta is gonna be one of the characters, and we know Sub-Zero is gonna be one of the characters. They're gonna throw a Mortal Kombat character in this because this is made by NetherRealm Studios. Now, I'm not going to play this character, and probably not necessarily in this game, just because I can't see Mortal Kombat and DC being together, but that's just me. I didn't like Mortal Kombat versus DC, so... And that's just my opinion, so... You should already know how I feel about that. Don't get me wrong, I love both fighting games, and they have their amazing potentials for everything. In fact, if you know how to play Mortal Kombat, you'll know how to play Injustice really well. You know... And you don't even have to be necessarily tournament tier to play these games. You know, and I know this for a fact because, well, I do them really good. Even characters I play that aren't my mains, like, you know. But nonetheless, we're going to get some more characters. And I don't know how anyone feels about this stuff. But, you know... So we don't know what's going to really happen in this. We don't even know what's going to really happen in this thing. But we know we're going to get Sub-Zero. And we already have the Red Hood, which I wish I could have just showed you. I just kind of streamed it and kind of put my gameplay of the Red Hood on this. And this will be the last video of the night. Then I'm going to get to bed. I just kind of like to work on time because my work's not, you know, flexible with my hours. And then I'm going to start late nights very soon, so I'm not going to be able to do as much as I want to now. But nonetheless, besides work-related grievances, you know, I want to talk about the new characters. Black Manta, we already see the silhouette, but there's so many other characters they could put. There's so many. I have a prediction that Spawn would be mostly one of the characters. It would make sense to have Spawn. They put Sub-Zero in this. But Vincent, Spawn's from Image Comics. Yeah, but remember, Image doesn't take any side of... Image Comics don't take any sides at all. You know, Image Comics don't take any sides at all with this whole stuff. Remember, there was a comic book with Spawn and Batman fighting together, you know, in one comic, which I should have got at Planet Comic-Con to prove my exact points. But nonetheless, you know, Spawn and Batman has fought together once. So Image does not really care if they cater to Marvel or DC. They'll put their characters in there. They don't really care about that. And it makes sense if you're going to put Sub-Zero in this. Because this is two different universes. It's just made by the same developer. And, you know, you see Lars from Tekken in an Naruto game. That I don't see why Spawn can't be a possibility. I don't see why. There's two hooded characters. We already know one Sub-Zero. And then there's also Raiden. Raiden's going to be a possible thing. And I already know we're going to get Starfire. We're going to get Starfire. That's just something we're going to get. And I think we might get Raven. I think that last silhouette is Raven, but I don't really know. So, who knows? Who knows? And also, we're going to be getting different heads, too. So, Poison Ivy doesn't always have to have braided ponytail. It's going to update. When we get the update, we're going to be able to get more heads for some characters. Like, Deadshot's and Joker and Batman and Superman got different heads, but most of the other characters don't. So, we might get some new heads for, like, Poison Ivy. So we might get long hair Poison Ivy, curly hair in 80s Poison Ivy. Uma Thurman, Poison Ivy, Dark Knight Joker, the long hair. I mean, it could be possible we're gonna get these things. I think it's very possible that we're gonna be getting more stuff. And those are the free stuff. Now the DLC characters is obviously gonna be Raiden, Sub-Zero, Starfire, possibly Raven, possibly Spawn. I am hoping to God it's Spawn. I mean, I can't see why Spawn couldn't be perfect. I get that Spawn was put in Soul Calibur before, but it's not that it couldn't happen. It could happen. I mean, think about it. If they're going to put Mortal Kombat stuff in here, I don't see why Image Comic stuff don't have any effect. Plus, Mortal Kombat has been putting characters that they have to get legal license for in their games. Just like when Mortal Kombat got Freddy Krueger, and then Jason later on, and then recently Leatherface. Those are characters that aren't really part of their original properties, and they were able to put them in their games. So if NetherRealm Studios has the money to pay for copyright, I think it'd be possible for Spawn. You know, I don't know how Spawn's really gonna play. He'd probably play like Dr. Fate and stuff like that, most likely. You know, plus Spawn's coming back out with everything new. Spawn's gonna get a new TV Netflix series, just like Daredevil did and stuff like that. So, you know, it would be perfect advertisement for it if you got the Spawn from the Netflix series, just like they had the gear for Wonder Woman in the movie in the game, just to advertise their stuff. Because, you know, in the end of the games, fighting games pretty much advertise what's new and what's going out on the new stuff, you know, to some degree. I don't see why they couldn't put, you know, Spawn in it, you know. But I think I'm gonna predict Raven's gonna be the next one because there's another hooded character, you know. Now I think it's gonna be possible for, and maybe that might not be Raven. Maybe that's Azrael. I mean, I'm hoping it's Azrael. If I don't get Spawn, I'm actually being hopeful and praying that we get an Azrael at least sometime this year or next year. You know, I'd like to have an Azrael. So if it's not Raven, maybe Azrael could be a possibility. I'm just saying, maybe it could be a possibility. So, you know, I don't see why you can't have that. Like, and then there's one small person, which I think that's Adam Man. I don't know very much as DC as I do with Marvel, but I'm gonna guess that's Adam Man, and you know, I'm gonna guess that is. But one of those hooded figures either has to be Azrael or Raven, besides the Sub-Zero and the possible Spawn. I just can't hold this in because it's just it makes so much sense to this. Now again, this could be me reading into stuff. I mean, this channel is built on nothing but reading into stuff. I mean, I make fan theories and stuff like that. It's nothing but reading into stuff, okay? It's nothing but reading into stuff. So, I don't see why it can't be possible. I don't see why the possibility. Or maybe we could get a possibility of a Dick Grayson. Who knows? The possibility is endless. Premier skins, they can keep making character premier skins. They can keep going further with this. And this could be one of the best fighting games of all time. You know, who knows? There's so much potential in this game. There's so much potential that could be done with this game. You know, I wish they would come up with an update where you could put the old characters from the first Injustice into the new cast. I mean, I miss playing with Deathstroke. I miss playing with Dick Grayson's Nightwing. I miss playing so many characters from the old, you know, like Lobo and stuff like that. I miss doing that stuff, you know. Don't get me wrong, I like Darkseid, I like Power Girl, I like Red Hood, you know, and Joker has became one of my new mains, but I just gotta be quite honest with all of this. It's like, you know, this game has so much potential that could be untapped. We're going on the untapped potential on this fighting game. This could be the best fighting game and get game of the year. This could be it. This could be a big break that, and this could be a big break for comic books in general, especially DC. DC needs a big break. Wonder Woman carried the weight really good, but DC will be back on the map if they actually get a good fight, get a good fighting game basis. And they could with the premiere skins and with the new characters. Plus, Spawn's a big popular comic book character. I don't see why he can't be in this. In fact, Spawn actually saved Image Comics because how popular Spawn is. You remember remember the movie in the 90s, the original Spawn movie? You all remember. Don't lie to me and say you don't remember it. You do remember. It was they didn't put it on TV, but nonetheless, there's so much potential with just not only Spawn, Sub-Zero, Raiden, Starfire, possible Raven, possible Azrael. We don't know. And we know we're getting Black Manta. Black Manta is going to be a possible thing because we see the silhouette. And there's no characters in DC that has the little fishbowl, that has the fishbowl head thing, like Black Manta. And then I think that's Adam, the small character, which I don't know how they're going to really make him fight. I mean, it'd be kind of disadvantage. It would be kind of a disadvantage to this. Who knows? But, this could be something even bigger than you think. Who knows what could happen? They could probably twist and probably bring back the old characters as a new character. They probably could bring back Deathstroke if they want to. They could do so much. But then again, this is a prediction video, so I don't expect you guys to understand my intellect. My intellect is my own, So, may the crystal be with you. Have a good night. And, well, be hyped for these new characters that's possibly coming to Injustice 2. Because this is going to be something that's spectacular. And it'd be a shame if you missed it. So may the crystal be with you.